Hello friends, this video is for the people who are planning to get married in India, especially when they are about to reach 30. There's a tremendous parental pressure that youngsters begin to feel, and even a stress within themselves. That's what I hear from people. And so I thought that I should make a very small video so that I can guide them a little bit from my own experience. So I am addressing myself to somebody maybe who is 28, 29, and they are going through this arranged marriage setup of looking at so many matches and getting frustrated with the process. So hold on there. The few tips that I offer might be of some help. Firstly, I'd like to say that a person who is maybe 28, 29 in India of today, this youngster might and quite likely would have gone through relationships before thinking of marriage or of arranged marriage. So first thing I would suggest that they do is to what I like to call is to clear the baggage, the past relationship which you had. And sometimes people are still stuck, a part of them is still stuck in that past relationship, but it didn't go the way that they wanted to, so they have left it, but some part of them is still thinking about it. So if you have decided you're going to marry, but you're still not completely out of the previous relationship, it doesn't bode well for the marriage. So I can suggest a very simple process, which is of letter writing, which you do not give to anybody. You just later tear it or burn it. You can write a letter to your ex, express any feelings that are still there, any anger, any resentment that is still there, and end it with that now I am choosing to break it off with you and the past is over. You're free to move on and I'm free to move on. And burning this letter. And you can repeat this ritual quite a few times till you feel satisfied that you've been able to let go of that relationship. If you're still not able to do it, you should take the help of a therapist or a counselor or even a mentor or any other mature person that you can trust, and a neutral person. With friends of similar age group, usually what happens, they get very invested in the emotion that you're feeling. So all that the conversation would be about maybe criticizing or speaking ill of the ex. So that's not usually useful. Yeah. So this is the first thing, clearing the baggage. Second is that you are intending to move into marriage. Should reflect, what are your views about marriage? What are your views about the opposite sex that you're going to marry? If you're a woman, what are your views about men? If you are a man, what are your views about women? Many people hold such negative opinions about the opposite gender that even if we think practically, how can a happy marriage be the result of such negative opinions that we are holding? Or we don't believe in marriage at all. We think that, oh, it's just so much conflict there, but still we are going to get married. So exploring those beliefs and choosing to believe in that there is a possibility of happiness here. If you have come from a very conflicted family, where your parents there was a lot of conflict between your parents, it's advisable to just go through a process where you can release that negativity before venturing into a marriage. Again, you can take the help of a therapist for that. So because on your own, it is very difficult to even look at what all happened because we're so deeply entangled with our family. So that would be the second thing. So now we are imagining that one has cleared the baggage and one is having a positive opinion about marriage. So having a clear intent and a clear and a positive intent is very important. So now one is at a place where one is very sure that yes, I'd like to go ahead and have positive hopes about that marriage. So from the matches that you're having, you might like someone. So my third suggestion is that spend some time with that person or talk to that person and see that is there a friendship that you're feeling with that person. So are you able to have good conversations with that person? So see that what is the tuning between the two of you. I would say that's one of the most important factors. Spending some time with the person you're choosing to marry is my third recommendation. So my fourth recommendation is understanding a little bit about the nature of intimate relationships. In my own channel, there's another detailed video about intimate relationships. So here I'll touch upon that very briefly. So when we have unrealistic expectations that it's going to be happily ever after and we would all be laughing and smiling, we are bound to be disappointed. Intimate relationships, they also bring out the worst in both people. It also comes out in the open between the two of them. So there is bound to be some difficulties which will happen, and navigating through the relationship is being okay with not only the positive side in your partner but also the negative side. So seeing what is the negative side if it comes out before marriage or when it comes out after marriage, and how you're gonna go through that. The negative side could sometimes be the critical side, it could be the judgmental side, it could be the angry side, and seeing how you both navigate through it. To me, relationships, they offer an immense opportunity for self-growth. So just understanding that getting married and having intimate relationship is just not the laughter and the joy. It is that, but along with that, there is usually some more masala which gets added to it. So when we are conscious of this fact, so we are, I feel, in for a better ride. Then we will be able to hold on to the railing when it gets a little bit rocky and enjoy the ride when it's going very smoothly. So my very best wishes to you that you find a wonderful partner and have a beautiful experience getting married. And this is one of the experiences that we can have, being very close to another person, experiencing that joy. And it's good to have all kinds of experiences on earth. So it's good to experience this also. Go through with it with positivity, with joy, with hope. May God bless you always.